Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jane and this is Overseas Nursing Bands. Today we are back. And what is Overseas Nursing Bands about? If you're trained outside of the UK as a nurse and you want to come and practice as a nurse in the UK, everything you need to a successful becoming a UK nurse is what we discuss here. So about OSCEs, IELTS, all the processes that are involved is what we discuss here. So you're welcome. Before we go into anything today, how are you? Like really, how are you? Have you had a good week? I have as well. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with me. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. Welcome as we go on this journey together to becoming a certified UK registered nurse. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. Keep supporting me. Keep sharing, commenting, liking. Give it to your friends and anybody that you know that need it actually. And we'll get to that place together. We'll be cheering you on as you're going to achieve your success as a UK registered nurse. All right, then let's jump right into this now. Today, what we'll be discussing about, I'm going to be talking about the pressure area assessment. It's one of the new skills that has been added by the NMC to the OSCE. So when you're going to take your OSCE exams, this is one of the skills that you might encounter, pressure area assessment. So the new ones that have been added, pressure area assessment is one of them. And I want to be discussing what will your examiner be looking out for when you do this exam. What is your examiner looking out for? What do they want to know? What they want you to give them? And the answers they want to be able to find to pass your exams. All right. So that is what we're discussing today. What is pressure sore? What is pressure sore? We all know what pressure sore is. It's a sore that develops maybe for a patient that's a prolonged stay in bed, and then there's friction, between the bed surfaces and the skin area. And mostly places that are prone to this pressure sore, it's a bony prominences, but not only bony prominences. There are other places that are not bony but can have this friction with another surface that causes the pressure sore to develop. All right, so you come into your OSCE, a scenario is presented to you with a patient, whatever the health condition is. The thing is that this patient has prolonged stay in bed and is probably unable to reposition themselves. So they might be immobile or they might not be immobile. But the thing is, they have the tendency with the situations, the scenario they give to you will tell you that this is what this condition is and how to handle it. All right, what are the areas, the most vulnerable areas? That's what they are wanting you to find out. Obviously, any part of your body could get, but what are the areas that are most vulnerable to developing pressure sores? That is what they want to find out. What areas? The heels. Your heel is a prone area because it's obviously, okay, I'm pointing to my leg, but you can't see it. It's prone to getting pressure sore because of the friction within the bed, and it's lying there. And if you don't turn the patient, what happens? You develop pressure areas. Okay, you have this, your sacrum, your ischia subtuberosities. So that's the buttocks. We said earlier on that not only bony prominences, there are some places that don't have bones but are prone. So the ischia tuberosities, your buttocks, are one of those places that are prone to that don't have bony prominence. The elbows, your temporal region of the skull, your shoulders, your femoral truncators. I'm just trying to go make sure I have it. So your femoral truncators, that's your hips area, has also that tendency to develop that. So your back of your head, your ears, your toes, your spine is very important. The spine is very, very important. Your spine has a bony prominence, so it's definitely prone to have pressure sore. All right, so what did I say? We said the heels, we said the sacrum, the ischia tuberosities, so that's your buttocks. We said your shoulders, your the temporal region of your skull, all those places, toes, ears, spine. So for you to be able to achieve, I just want to read from For you to be able to achieve a full mark, you have to be able to identify 8 areas. For a partial mark, identify a minimum of 5 areas. So it's easy to say, just put it, okay, the easy ones to remember. The buttocks, the ischial is easy to say that. Your heels, your earlobe, your ears, your shoulders, the back of your head, your temporal region, isn't it? Which area? Your elbows, 7. And then what else can you say? Yeah, your spine. So very easy. And then they want you also to identify signs that may indicate pressure ulcer development. So what are the signs that you will see that will make you think, okay, oh, now they are going to be developing pressure area, that this area is prone to pressure areas. Your examiner wants you to identify that. What are you going to see? So one of the things, commonest thing, is blanching of the skin. What is blanching of the skin? That's non-blanching hyperemia. Discoloration of the skin. What happens? When your skin is discolored and you apply pressure, so you press it, it doesn't change color. Normally, when you have a red area on your skin or something like that and you press it, it goes white, and you leave it, it comes back to red. So you know that that area is not prone to pressure sore. But most times with pressure sores, you know that this thing is going to develop into pressure sore. When the skin is red, you press it and it doesn't change, it remains the same. You know that that place is going to change, is going to it's prone to pressure sore development. When there's discoloration, when there's bluish or purplish on the skin, when the skin is warm, actually, when there's a hardening of an area of your skin, you know, all of those things. When there's discoloration, generally, when there's blisters, you know, when you have a blister, it means, oh, the skin is, if it breaks, the skin obviously has developed pressure sore. So how many things have we said? So I'm going to read now. It says your examiner wants to achieve full marks. Your examiner wants the candidate to identify 7 areas. And then for partial mark, 4 areas. But it's very easy. What you say discoloration, blisters, non-blanching hyperemia. You say hardening of an area, or that's indurations, or you go with your purplish or bluish coloration and blisters. Have I said blisters before? Anyway, so localized coolness of tissue, of depth of tissue, or hardening or warmness. You've got all your points ready, and that's what your examiner is looking for. But there's another important aspect, is your Brandon risk assessment chart. So what is Brandon risk assessment? It's what you use to assess for people that are prone. So for example, you have a patient that is admitted to the hospital, your ward, or your facility, nursing care home, whichever one is admitted. You have to do that risk assessment of the patient developing pressure sore. So the tool that you use is the Brandon tool. So it's very important for you to know this, because you're going to use it as well when if you attempt to encounter this, then you know that you're going to need it for your care plan, isn't it? So what do you do about this? You have to understand how to use it. I think what I'll do is that I will put a link that will direct you to it, so you can study it and know how to use it. Yeah, you have to be able to use it accurately. So it goes to mild, moderate, and high risk. 15 to 16 is low risk. 13 to 14 is moderate, and 12 is high risk, 12 and below. So when you've scored on that tool, you see it, then you know it's now high risk. Yeah, so it's important for you to understand how to use it. That's what your examiner expects you to be able to know, how to use it to score when you're doing your OSCE. All right, and most importantly, if you've done your OSCE and everything is all good and fine, and then you did not date it, you did not sign it, your handwriting is not legible, your examiner, you're going to fail. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah, you're going to fail. So like we said before, it's very important when you're in your writing stations, make sure when you get your paper and everything, write your name, sign and date, and then you start, except when you're in assessment. But on any other area, you have to do that, because in assessment, implementation, you know that you have to first of all give your meds before you sign. So that's the exception to the rule of signing and dating when you're doing implementation. But after that, any other thing you're doing, make sure you sign, you date, and make sure your handwriting is legible. Is that okay? All right, and thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm wishing you all the best in your forthcoming OSCE exam. I'm cheering you on. Woo, 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 woo. And to those that have passed, congratulations and welcome, professional colleagues. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, share to your friends, anyone that needs it, as we go together on this journey. Congratulations in advance, and congratulations to those that have passed. Thank you so much. Bye.